Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Jack Shit Podcast, the only podcast where we discuss fuck all and nonsense. I'm your host, James Shit.
I'm Dirk Jack, and we are Jack and Shit, and we are talking about Jack Shit. So Shit, tell me, what's jacking you today?
Fucking LA traffic. Much.
Wah, wah,
I don't even... I live in Connecticut. LA traffic just grinds my fucking gears even thinking about it.
Yeah, well, they're all jammed up because they're trying to get to a better city.
Yeah, they're trying to get to fucking Cupertino. So Jack, Wedding Crashers, best movie ever or just top 5?
I don't know. I'm feeling number 3 because the number 1 is still The Hangover. Woo-hoo! And number 2, The Hangover Part 2. Woo, woo.
And number 4, The Hangover 3. Wedding Crashers.
It wasn't as good as the first two.
They gotta get that Bradley Cooper guy in some movies. I feel like I don't see him now that there aren't any Hangover movies.
Well, you know, if everyone is doing ketamine now, so there can't be any Hangover movies. It would be called the K-hole.
The Hangover movie where they all do ketamine and just like go to brunch the next day. I actually feel pretty good. Yeah,
I feel better than I did. I was really depressed recently,
yeah,
but now I feel pretty good.
I adopted this baby legally.
Yeah, I was struggling a little bit, but that like kind of helped me sort through a few things.
I did ketamine with Mike Tyson and made him normal. He talks like me now. I deprogrammed all his human weapon shit.
Yeah. We did it with Mel Gibson, and he just said, sorry.
Oh.
This would be a movie called The K-Hole.
The K-Hole.
I'm Jack, and this was shit. This was the Jack Shit Podcast. Catch you all next time, where we're having on Terrence Howard.
I am gonna... Now it's just me. It's Griffin now. I reorganized the periodic table.
Yeah. I do think it's like really impressively racist how the only black guys Joe Rogan has on his show are like Hoteps and Terrence Howard.
And Neil deGrasse Tyson. he's Neil
deGrasse Tyson
the scientific Negro trope.
He's doing like the heroic service where like right-wing guys will like invite him on. It's like, what do you think about transgender kids? And then he'll give like a dumb smart explanation where it's like, well, I think that like, you know, hormones are really important. And then they'll just be like, wait, what?
I just don't think like hormones, you're playing with fire when you do stuff with hormones. When you do stuff with hormones in meat and in people, you don't know what you're messing with.
Ben Shapiro tried to like be like, what do you think about trans people in sports? And he was like trying to be like, okay, he's the scientist. He's going to say there's biological differences. He's like, well, actually, I think what's going to be the way of the future is that they're going to have different leagues based on hormone levels.
That would be cool. They should just do that.
You have like 6 different NBA leagues based on how much tea you have.
Yeah, just imagine balling out in the twerp league.
The brittle bone league. Instead of like the featherweight and the lightweight class, it's the feather bone, the light bone class.
Just like there are 20-minute stoppages on every play because you get creamed on screens. You're just on the ground like, oh, everything. The refs are like, what hurts, man? Everything.
The DeMar Hamlin thing happens every single game. Remember that like college like March Madness game where some guy's like knee just like popped out?
Kevin Ware, he stepped on the one spot, like he stepped on like an atom weird. Like the devil was like, I just placed this atom that makes your leg explode right here on the court, and if someone ever steps on it,
out, and then it's just that happens every single game with like new bones.
The twerp league.
Yeah, you know, like
the
how
the hoop is 4 feet tall.
You know how like Shaq would like jump, like dunk, and it would just like tear down the entire thing.
Yeah.
One of the twerp league guys dunks, and then the same thing happens to the guy dunking it.
He dunks, and the hoop bends down, and then like flings him up, and he goes into the ceiling, like Wile E. Coyote. The Acme League. There should be. You should be able to enable items in the NBA.
Yeah, they should have it like the Hunger Games, where like rich sponsors can throw like care packages out into the twerp league.
You're betting on twerp.
You can throw a cornucopia out into the league. Your sponsor just gifted you a Gatorade.
Getting relegated to the twerp league must be so embarrassing.
Get ready to take HRT, buddy.
Get ready to learn voice training, buddy. You ready to?
That brother's gonna be making his skirt go spinny soon.
Someone get that man some fishnet stockings.
Trans women be milking that gender dysphoria thing. They be milking it.
They wish.
Yeah,
what'd you say, Chuck? them thin ass women in Dime Square. He said in a Master Ridgewood.
Chuck, hey Chuck, why won't you buy your girl some thigh highs? Because we got socks at home.
It's just like
Billy woman they be huffing them poppers. They just be taking them like that.
And then Ernie, Ernie's it's still just Ernie sitting there clueless. He's like, I voted for John Kasich. Okay, guys. There's obviously not litter boxes in the bathrooms.
Well, we're gonna put them there if they get swept this league.
Yeah,
this swept league, we're gonna be putting the litter boxes. We're taking away all your stalls and urinals. We put litter boxes in there. Not any of them good litter boxes. One of those ones that never get changed.
Doggy daycare on 3.
We're gonna take you outside on a leash.
That is like in the WNBA, like all the players are like ex-girlfriends and stuff because they're all lesbians. It's really cool. You're just leaving me. You're leaving me hanging there on an island.
Yeah, sorry. I always forget that. I forgot that there's 2 people here and I have to pay attention since I just zoned out for a second. Looked pretty hard, and I got a ping notification and I checked on it, and I also don't care about the WNBA. So there's
that. It's for girls.
Yeah, it's for.
Fuck those fucking girls.
Ew.
Like a rich guy sitting courtside at the NBA, just at the WNBA game, like a loose ball goes and hits him, and he's like, ew! Cooties! Yeah, Spencer's
here. Cooties, though. You know they got cooties.
You know they got cooties.
Caitlin Clark got cooties down there.
Luka Doncic questionable for Game 3 with cooties.
Yeah, just me and Griffin. And we are going through some old favorites for this. We're doing some new subreddits, some we've done before, just playing the hits, basically. Actually, no, me and Griffin are reading passages from the screenplays we write together. So pull out the PDF for our dark comedy about shoplifters, and we're just going to read you some passages.
Yeah, or our Veep style screenplay about January 6th.
Yeah. All right,
It'll make you laugh and think.
Let's do AskHR.
Yes. All right. I found AskHR because Spencer.
So what is AskHR?
AskHR is when you think that you have experienced an HR violation at work, and you go on Reddit, and a bunch of people in the comments say, "No, you're just being a baby." But it's a lot of, you have to comb through a lot of people being like, "Are they being racist against me because of my whiteness?" Like, if I was black, they would be racist against me, but it's okay because I'm white.
I love the idea of a subreddit called Ask Dolphins, and whenever someone tries to ask a person how to have consensual sex, it gets removed. Most controversial all time, and it just says rape is not always good.
ask killer whales, and the most controversial posts are like, how to keep you guys in little tanks.
You search for Ask Foxes, and you only get Foxes Gone Wild.
I got removed from our reptiles, so I just have to post here in our lizards.
Yeah, no, it's hey guys, it's a spider here, friendly, coming to r/bugs. Kind of got banned from our arachnids for not eating my kids, so here now.
Just people replying with r/wrong Reddit or whatever.
people posting it to Circle Jerk saying, "Hi, spider here. Please fuck my wife." No, okay. We are doing AskHR, and by the way, if enough people like this episode, we're kicking Gus
and Charlie out. Yeah, we're
hijacking this podcast.
And then Gus and Charlie can take your spot on those good old Family Guy values.
Yeah, they can have it. They can have it. All right, they can watch TV. All right. Meanwhile, me and Griffin will talk about Pusha T fucking salamander.
Pusha T got back shots from an orangutan.
The salamander, like,
that one,
maybe the funniest thing I've ever seen.
And it happened at like the perfect point in time where AI images were still really bad, so it was like a Rorschach of Pusha T fucking a salamander. Like now it would be a very graphic video, like a graphic photo of him giving the salamander back shots, and the salamander is like tied to a bed frame.
Now it's like 3 different images composited together that kind of looks like Pusha T fucking a salamander.
I'm gonna read this one. Sent a personal email with a single racial slur due to a psychotic episode. Risk of losing job. I was prescribed a new medicine by my doctor, but it caused brain zaps and psychosis, and I ended up having to go to the hospital. After I came out 24 hours later, I found out, to my horror, that I had sent an email from my school account to everyone in my degree program with a racial slur in the subject line. I had a lot of angry replies waiting for me, which is understandable. I sent a reply email to everyone apologizing and saying that I had a psychotic episode due to a medication error, but I am okay and cleared by my doctor now. Most people were okay with that and forgave me, and my school won't kick me out, but a handful are trying to forward the email I sent to my post-graduation workplace to get me fired. Is it likely that I get fired? Companies fire racist employees to prevent lawsuits against them and to protect their image. But in my case, I had a medically caused period of insanity, and I'm all better now. Have proof of this, and would never do this again. Have a letter for my doc.
This is like my favorite type of, I think, like, I don't know. I hate to sound too much like a right-wing guy, but this really does feel like a woke, like, trolley problem where you just have to choose, like, all right, are we going to exclude guys who have psychotic disorders, or are we going to, like, say racism is cool?
Well,
like,
the people in the replies are pretty unilaterally like, you actually let your true colors show by doing this, by losing your mind and saying
even slightly true. Like that, I hate how it became like gospel truth that, like, yeah, if you have a psychotic episode, you're actually just like saying what
you're actually
really
going fuck it, mask off mode. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, no, that's literally never how that works.
So I looked on this guy's profile, and this is obviously a throwaway count, but he said his one reply says, I'm non-white, so that's a plus relative to if I were white and these events had transpired. I'm also part of the school's DEI committee.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Hold up. All right. Okay, look. I have a ton of sympathy for this guy, okay? Like, he clearly... People who have manic episodes, they say insane shit. Like, obviously.
But you're getting fired. Like...
Well, also, like, that is, like, DEI. Like, if you know that you're prone to this stuff, you can't...
But... yeah, it's like...
It's like the sharks in Finding Nemo. It's like...
you have, like... It's like... That part was lying in wait the entire time you interviewed and, like... applied to the job knowing one day it's going to come loose and you're going to have the perfect email list of people to send racial slurs to.
This guy actually might have been lying in wait. This might have been like a
this might have been a real...
This might have been a sleeper agent situation.
I would love to read the letter from the doctor that says this guy is never going to send a racial slur.
It feels like one of the Cylons in Battlestar Galactica that doesn't know they're a Cylon, and then like randomly they just flip on and then like kill someone. That feels like if I was like a right wing guy trying to send a sleeper agent into the trenches of wokeness, this is what I would do. I would hire like a guy with bipolar 1 and bring him to a DEI office or something, and then one day I would just hit him with the CIA gun, and then he would just
yeah, I would.
You fucking Kramer from Seinfeld shit.
Just walking by your employee or your coworker and being like, the red door, and he sends the Mel Gibson phone call to every professor in an HBCU or whatever.
I need to see the contents of the email. Like,
yeah, like it says he's very specific that it's a single racial slur in the like subject of the email. So what if it's a completely normal email otherwise, and this is just like
faggot?
Yeah. It's just got Nick in the middle of the fucking...
That would be cool if it was just like a brief thing where it's like he's just writing a normal email and then just like there's like 3 slurs dropped in the middle of there in all caps, and then it just continues as a normal email.
Yeah, it's like, per my last email, we're still waiting to hear back from, so and so, towelhead, blah blah blah.
You Jew faggot. Anyway, with warm regards.
Fuck you. It's like calling out one person in particular too. It's like, fuck you, Kevin. You. What Spencer said.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. I don't know. I feel like this guy's hiding something.
Yeah, I know. I feel like
that's kind of my read on this situation. Like, he either did not tell everyone in his office that he's got like a disorder, and if he says something, like, I feel like most people at a DEI office would probably be understanding about this stuff, but I think that like there was maybe a history of people being like side-eyeing this guy basically, and this happened.
Yeah, accidentally bit my coworker on the neck and sucked his blood. Am I gonna get fired? I have a note from my doctor saying I'm not a vampire.
All right, I'm reading Shirtgate. 32M. I accidentally appeared shirtless in a Zoom meeting, violating my firm's personal conduct policy. My boss is deciding my fate. Am I toast? Does anyone have experience with Zoom errors like this? I was just changing shirts. I know it's bad, but it was just a mistake.
I just think 32 male in New York accidentally appearing shirtless in a Zoom meeting is just so like evocative. It's so of its time to me.
Yeah.
And also, like, how are you like changing shirts at your desk and then you like accidentally turn the camera on? He was like wearing an "I paused my game to be here" shirt when the meeting started.
Wait, like, you know that when you're like on a Zoom meeting, like you can, unless you're like tabbed over to something else, you can see yourself. Like, yeah. You see yourself record. Like, I don't know how this happens really.
He says, he said my camera was off the entire meeting until I changed rooms to change shirts and turned my camera on accidentally.
When you were in a different room?
He's just like, he forgot something in the other room. He's just
okay, again, you are lying about something here. Like you like clearly showed up to a meeting shirtless, basically, and then someone was like, "You can't do that." There's no.
Like, this guy says it depends if you being shirtless was the only issue or if you were doing something that made being shirtless worse. Like I guess if you were jacking off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This I. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think this guy's getting fired, but at the same time, I really feels like
he posted in r/getting over it the same thing, but he included the detail. HR said top leadership is discussing my fate, which is crazy. Like they're gonna kill him. What if?
Yeah.
What if
have you ever had like a Zoom accident? I think the only Zoom accident I had was like at the beginning of a class. I thought I was muted, so I just yelled like "God fucking damn it" or something. And then
yeah,
like,
I used to.
Please be mindful.
Yeah, I would just like have my camera on and be muted, and then like make a face whenever someone said something stupid because you're just like, oh, I'm at home. But I have an issue when I enter Zoom when I use Zoom on my phone, where it'll create a crazy echo, like an echo loop, and I have to turn my audio off because I'll join a Zoom meeting and then it'll just be like, whoa, 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 whoa. And everyone will be like, what the fuck is that guy doing?
Oh, I want to read one that says, "Can I say I never worked with female boss?"
Yeah, this was really good.
Gug here. Me never work with female boss.
Me no work with girl.
Me only work with rock and dinosaur. Okay. Hi, guys.
I can never say I worked with gatherer.
I never work with fire. Hi, guys. Tomorrow I have an interview for a part-time position. The profile is good, and the boss, who is female, has a pretty good work history, and I can really learn a lot from her. I thought of saying this sentence tomorrow. I have never worked under a female boss. Will it be a bad...
I mean, jury's still out. I've never worked under a female boss.
At what point? It's like, what are your biggest weaknesses?
I've never worked under a female boss, but I'm willing to learn.
Yeah. What talent do you bring to this community?
But I like him like saying it like being like, wow, I've never worked under a female boss before. Like he's like impressed with her. He's being condescending.
It is awesome that they have a female boss.
I mean, it's so brave they let you be the boss here.
Who died and let you be the boss? That's wild.
Are you? What happened to the boss? I assume he's like you're like his widow.
So, like, are you still the boss during like that time of the month? Or...
Is this like a birthday? Is it like your birthday and they let you be the? Is your dad the boss?
The interview is finished up, guys. It was scheduled for 25 minutes, but the interview was over in 15. It seems the manager already made up the mind for whom to hire.
Aw.
And you know he put on his reading glasses for that edit.
I like.
I love that. Like the top one is like, "What to say to girl at work," and then the edit is like, "Forthworth. It seemed as if that I was caught betwixt two better employees."
What I think is this one is tagged like GER, so this is a German person. So like Europeans are famously pretty blunt, so maybe it's completely normal to say to a girl, "I have never worked under a female boss," in their culture. I've never worked under a female boss.
If this is a German guy, then this was him trying to make a joke.
Yeah.
I have never worked with female boss.
That's the thing. He said that he opened the meeting with this, and then they laughed for 14 minutes, and he got the job.
Yeah.
Just like all the replies here are like, Why would you do that? Like, what purpose does it serve to do that?
Yeah, no, everyone is just like, what?
Why? This guy, I feel bad. Like,
I mean, he didn't get the job, so maybe he should have said it.
yeah. Is this what Germans do for like small talk? Where it's just like, wow, I've never even knew a girl before. I've never worked under a boss with a red shirt before. It's crazy. We're all black and white, and you're wearing that red shirt. I wanted to
red shirt, but I was thinking we were not in the Star Trek.
I want to read this one Slack profile picture. Yeah. Which the post itself is not. It's just, can my employer require me to post a profile picture on my Slack account? I find it intrusive and become uncomfortable at the thought of people randomly opening up my profile to look at my picture. But there's this reply that says, I recently had an employee who made their Slack picture Andrew Tate. This has led to a Slack photos policy. It's just like this guy's profile picture is like Shane Gillis. It's like, I feel like you're like violating my privacy by making me share who this is.
That is sick. Everyone is really,
it's really cool.
Amazing. Oh my god.
Yeah, my profile picture is a screenshot of a video of a woman getting fucked by a dog. Do I have to send it in the Slack?
That's like why we can't have like Discord like for work, because everyone's profile picture would be like either like anime shit or like Bugs Bunny in blackface.
Can my employer require me to disable the soundboard in our Discord meetings? I want to play the.
If I knew I was getting fired, I would pull up like the door knock right sound effect.
Just cutting off my boss with "Damn, Daniel."
Like the boss says like, we have succeeded today's, like, we have succeeded this quarter's
chocolate rain.
The golf clap, just the. All right. What else is there? Okay. I have diagnosed alopecia. Would that be a valid reason to try and avoid a pre-employment hair drug test? I was recently offered my dream job. Unfortunately, I learned last minute it required a hair sample instead of a urine, and I will likely fail it. This has me racking my brain for solutions, and this one isn't a lie in the slightest. I am genuinely anxious about the chunk of hair they will be taking, as I've spent years and so much money making my hair look quote-unquote normal. I would do anything to get this job. If anyone has suggestions or advice or any kind, I would appreciate. What do you think they check for, man?
I just like, well, they don't. I've never gotten like a hair drug test, but they take like one hair, right? They don't shave a chunk of your hair off.
Wait, so hang on, like
he's in equal. He's in the replies. He says he's in equal measures worried about like them shaving the hair, and also that he smokes weed and it's gonna test.
They're not gonna have a panel for alopecia drugs. Like
no, but he's saying, I've been using THC on and off throughout the holidays, but I'm not in the last 30 days. I could pass a urine screen easily, but I would fail a hair test.
Oh, okay, yeah, then you're fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked. But I do like. I mean, like, I bet the employer would be like kind of like stumped if you said I have alopecia.
Yeah, that would be. I think that would be like a good way to try. It's worth trying.
Yeah, if you could just try it, like, just say I. You don't have to be like I have alopecia, and you can just be like I have alopecia. This is a wig. You can. they like call your bluff, and they're like, fine, pull your eyebrow off. Go ahead, make my day. Make my day, you fucking pothead.
You show up to the hair test looking like Judge Holden with your eyebrow shaved up.
Smoking weed in front of them with no hair. Sorry guys, nothing I can do. I'm alopecia. I'm completely smooth.
Give me the drug test. All that exists without my knowledge exists without the...
You think when the judge is dancing at the end of that book, he's like hitting the whip in the nene?
It's like unsettling to realize he's naked while he's dancing. So he's got like his thing swinging around.
And you know it's like 8 inches soft.
Okay, so I think we got everything from AskHR.
That's everything.
All right.
We'll go to r/. You
oh wait, no, there's
relationship
one more
advice.
from AskHR. Sorry.
Oh,
my ex about to be my boss.
Can I read this one?
Yes.
My ex is about to be my boss. My ex cheated on me, dumped me, and now is dating that person. Soon the ex will be my boss. My ex is also trying to get the new flame hired in. My ex has refused to give me my things back and ghosted me. They have already been retaliatory. What should I do?
Okay, how is this legal?
Well, it's not illegal to cheat on someone and then get a job.
Becoming their boss. That feels... I don't know. I don't know, man. People get fired for dumber reasons. Like, can someone get put in jail for this?
Hiring the new boyfriend is really funny. You're just hiring. It's like you're like a manager at a coffee shop, and you're hiring this guy to be like your assistant. And they're just walking around feeding you grapes and fanning you while you flaunt. You're wearing your ex-boyfriend's clothes and stuff.
This girl is such a fucking queen, honestly. Like, she like, were they working at the same company and then she got promoted up just to make this guy's life miserable?
It's just...
Or did they like, yeah, we're hiring a new boss. Oh yes, her.
Sure.
That'd be great.
Oh yeah. Like, you know, like the HR is like trying to do, like, they remember this guy's girlfriend and they're trying to do it to be nice to him, not knowing that she cheated on him and dumped him. That would be so sweet. I think Todd deserves a win.
It's like they're going. It's like, hey, congratulations, man! Congratulations.
What? You found my dog? My ex-girlfriend actually took my dog, and I haven't seen it in 3 or 4 weeks. Oh,
I think she's been feeding him grapes.
Just a first order of business that I'm going to hire my boyfriend. What if this is like a hedge fund manager?
Completely unqualified. It's like completely unqualified. He's like wants to hire him as like an attorney. He's just the guy's a janitor.
This is FTX.
You can learn it on the job. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. We're pretty open about that. We're a sex positive company.
Oh God. Okay. So now we're going to go over to deciding to be better, which is a favorite of this podcast. It's, you know, I think it's the
best post ever. The one about being like 14 and so alone because he's like creatively unfulfilled because he hasn't started a YouTube channel or anything. And he's like, I want to fucking kill myself because I don't know how to draw.
I don't even know how to do Minecraft videos.
Yeah, I don't. I was gonna save up to buy an Elgato.
I really wanted to do a YouTube series where we play Starbound, and I don't have enough friends for it.
I tried to make a 4-hour-long YouTube video about the fucking Star Wars hotel, and I got tired after like an hour and stopped talking. And then I looked on YouTube, and someone had already made that video. I'm fucked.
Okay, so really the only like great one I see on this is the top post. And this is by Voldemort 1000, and it's embarrassed about my mom's looks.
This was written by Bart Simpson.
This was written by Grendel. Oh my god, man.
My
Okay,
goodness.
this was written by Matilda. So, hi. I hate myself for what I am going to say, but I have to let it out and get over it. I'm embarrassed about how my mom looks. I love her the most in the world. Okay, you don't. You don't.
Yeah, you obviously don't. I'm embarrassed.
I love her the most in the world, but my boyfriend and his friends come from very wealthy families. Their parents look, dress differently. So I'm ashamed to introduce her sometimes, and I worry the judgment that'll come from them. I have this insecurity since my childhood because some guys made fun of her. She has a heart of gold, but people are all about looks. This is actually
This is Billy Wilder dialogue. They hate my mom because she walks around wearing a barrel with suspenders.
Yeah, they hate my mom because she's Jack Lemmon in a dress. they hate my mom because she talks like the fucking girl from Singing in the Rain. Like, how are you doing? It's so wonderful to finally.
They hate my mom because she opened her wallet at their house and they got a fly infestation.
Does her mom look like that like old like viral image of like the girl and like the chimp like fused together?
They hate my mom because sometimes when you look at her, she looks like a beautiful woman, and when you look at her at a different angle, she looks like an elderly crone.
Yeah, sometimes she looks absolutely stacked, but then I realize that she just looks like a candlestick.
Yeah, sometimes my mom looks like two of her or a lamp. What a fucking bitch.
This is impacting my relationship with my boyfriend as well, because whenever we talk about wedding, I know she'll be there and all his friends as well, and I'm afraid of the judgment. Please help me. I hate myself for this, but I really want to be better and get over it. Okay, hang on. So the boyfriend hasn't even met this mom. Like you just like, yeah, I think my rich boyfriend is gonna just walk in and be like, this fucking crone.
This is fucking. I mean, this is Sansa Stark and Joffrey.
My word, is that your mother? Well, she wouldn't be fit to marry to a Grand Maester.
What?
Send her to the sewers. Maybe she can find a husband there. You won't talk that way about Voldemort 1000's mother.
Voldemort 1000.
And apologize to her.
Oh. I feel kind of bad for this girl, but
yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, this is just like you have OCD.
Yeah, you're crazy.
This is obsessive compulsive disorder.
There was one in HR advice or AskHR that I didn't send that was like, if I send a letter to or an email to an interviewer that says hello name instead of dear name, am I not gonna get hired? Because I just did that and I'm worried I'm not gonna get hired.
Oh my god, man!
Just some people with crippling anxiety in these subreddits.
If I don't refresh the page 5 times, does the email actually send? Hey guys, just had an interview. I'm afraid that I have cancer. Is there anything you can do about this?
Yeah, does this look like cancer?
the job interview, it's like, hey, what is this like? This spot?
Yeah, do you have any questions for me? Yeah, what happens like? Sometimes I get this like weird vein in my eye. Do you think that's me going blind or like?
So can like testicular torsion happen to anyone?
And it can happen whenever. Is it true that you can just die whenever and nothing happens?
So like you can like die whenever, right? Yeah.
And nothing happens.
It is funny to do this. To do this when like he hasn't even met the mom yet. And like by all accounts, like he'll probably just be like, "Oh, hi." Also, like, how fucked up does your mom look? Like,
she has to be. This has to be like a racism thing, right? Right.
Yeah.
Like someone was like racist to this girl's mom, and she thinks it's because she's ugly.
I will say that I did go to like a rich kid school, and there was one kid who everyone's like, oh, that's the poor kid, and it's like he was middle class, like he had a house. His parents had like 6 kids, and they were all going to private school, and it's like, oh yeah, he's the poor kid.
He's the poor kid.
He wears camo shirts.
He rides a scooter to school, not an electric scooter, just a regular ass scooter.
Yeah, because he wears a cap instead of a tricorn hat.
Sometimes when I was at college, you would see guys like riding around in the sidewalk on scooters, and I really wanted to just like deck them, just like extend my arm and bring them to the ground. Like, fuck,
I was
buy a bike.
Excited when I got like a Razor scooter or whatever, and I immediately like took it out for a ride, and then I realized that thing just like clips and bangs on every single bump in the road and just fucks up your ankles so bad, and I never rode it again.
Yeah, I got an electric scooter for Christmas one year, and then like it wasn't fast. It wasn't as fast as I imagined it being, and never rode it again.
Okay, so I'm on r/stoicism right now.
Oh,
and I'm on controversial. Did you guys already do this?
No, I don't think so. Because there's one famous in my brain about in r/stoicism about smelling like shit. Have you ever seen that one? I'll find it, but you can read that.
No, but so I have 2 that I want to explore from r/stoicism. Which going on Reddit to practice stoicism is like one of the most profoundly bitch-made things you can do. I don't have any beef with like stoicism like as like a practice, but like if you're outsourcing that to Reddit, like you have bigger problems to worry about. Okay, so this one says, is isolating oneself from everyone stoic?
Yep.
I found recently that my problems stem from my environment and not from myself. Is this smart to do?
Oh,
this is something
is that what stoicism is?
Stoicism is when you realize that everyone else is the problem.
Yeah, stoicism is standing in the tumultuous storm and realizing that the storm is gay.
Yeah, it's what the Buddha said. Everyone else needs to descend into hell, not me.
Follow the Eightfold Path, baby.
Okay, it's like, how famous is this? Smell like poop.
As far as I'm aware, I'm the only one who's ever like posted it. So I'd like to read it.
Let's do the other one first, and then we'll close out with that. So this is r/stoicism from Zycolo. I have cheated, and now I'm heartbroken. I'm in need of stoic guidance.
Don't cheat. Is it too late to say don't cheat?
The top post is from the mod, and it says, reminder to user that advice offered in seeking stoic advice thread should be related to stoicism. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you asshole. Oh my god, I hate Reddit mods so much. Reminder to read the wiki before posting, please. Reminder to read the wiki for r/lesbian porn, please.
Yeah.
Sorry, this hip hop subreddit where we're discussing the new Freddie Gibbs album.
This is specifically a rock candy subreddit. If you have questions about taffies or any other kind of candy, you should ask it in r/candy. This is r/rock candy. Okay,
so I cheated on my ex-girlfriend, whom I'm still close with.
Nice.
Whilst we were in a committed.
Whilst.
All right. You're like 0 for 2.
Whom and whilst.
Whilst we were in a committed relationship, and she found out, now she never wants to see me again, breaking my heart. I never told her and hid it because I was too ashamed, insecure, and afraid of the consequence. I have lost a person who I deeply cared about, and likely also a lot of our coming friends. I have betrayed my own morals and principles. I don't know what to do now and feel really lost.
Okay.
So, people are just saying, like, don't cheat.
Shouldn't
You're
have
an
done
asshole.
that. Yeah.
What does this have to do with stoicism?
I guess read a book about stoicism.
And someone said, like, just like pretty thoroughly breaks down his character, and then someone responds with, kicking a man while he's down. This isn't advice. You're just relishing the opportunity to be sadistic. No, you're not.
That's not very stoic of you, bro, Tendo.
This guy, also, I like how this guy has like, this is like a Teen Titans Abby or something. Yeah, he has his Abby is. It looks like it's from like Ben 10 or Teen Titans or something. It's like some fucking Cartoon Network shit. Anyways, I clicked on his page, and one of the first posts I got was r/seduction.
Whoa, sick.
Yeah,
think he cleans up.
r/MDMA. Hard time waking up early after MDMA.
The stoic PUA.
Okay. So let's close out this episode with this one that is from Griffin. That is famous.
From famous to me. I don't know if it's actually a famous post. I suffer from user killing my inner loser. I suffer from a disease that makes me
falling in reverse song.
I suffer from a disease that makes me smell like poop, and it's ruining my life. Humbly asking the sub for advice. To be quiet.
This guy also should do the alopecia thing for when it's
I have a disease that makes me smell like poop.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, I'm not even sure why I'm posting this here. Perhaps because I used to be into stoicism before this chapter in my life began, or maybe I'm hoping to get better advice here versus in other subreddits. I'm hoping you all here can give me some advice. Long story short, a year and a half ago, I woke up one day and smelled like shit. Just like that. I have what I believe is TMAU2, fish odor syndrome, and it has ruined my life. It basically causes my breath and body to smell like fish, garbage, and or feces. I have no friends, work remotely, and spend my days in my apartment in bed wasting away, too anxious to go outside for fear of being ridiculed. To clarify, the smell is real, and it's not in my head. Verified by family, my own therapist, and my own nose.
Oh, your old
my
therapist?
Old therapist.
Your therapist dumped you because you smell
like
doo-doo.
shit.
God.
That should have happened. Imagine an episode of The Sopranos where Tony goes to another therapist and he's just like, dude, you smell like shit. You gotta go back. Here's the thing. From what I understand, there is a cure. I came across a guy on YouTube that suffered with this same thing for 17 years and cured it through healthy diet and fermented foods. I even joined his Discord group and met many others that have the same story, so there is hope. And yet, I still remain too depressed and melancholic to do what I need to do. I stay at home not wanting to go out due to the smell, which puts me in a bad state of mind, which then leads to me binging on very bad food. I've struggled with overeating my entire life. Maybe this guy overate a big pile of poop and smells like poop forever.
I feel bad clowning on this guy since he has like the most comical disease in the world and it's like ruined his life.
Fish odor syndrome. Which then leads to me smelling worse, creating more anxiety, which perpetuates the cycle. Even with the best intentions to go outside, I will finish work at 4 p.m., lay in bed, too mentally tired to do anything then before you know, it's been days since I left my home. At this point, I start to feel incredibly depressed and lonely, which then leads to the previously mentioned binging cycle. Now, I'm not completely non-self-aware. I've done a lot of thinking and figure it's a domino effects of sort. The smell is the cause of all the problems in my life currently and can be cured by good diet. I keep messing up on the diet when my depression and anxiety builds, so the obvious answer is to fix that and the rest should fall into place. That's the hard part, though. It all just feels so hard sometimes, and I find myself in this perpetual loop. I'm not sure what I'm asking for here, but some advice would be greatly appreciated. Edit. I would also greatly appreciate any advice or be pointed in the right direction for dealing with actually going out and about and the anxiety that can cause. My odor can and does fill up entire rooms, and I've frequently had people cover their noses and give me dirty looks, which, as you can imagine, wrecks my self-esteem. I'd like to work past these things.
I feel bad for this guy because, like, people literally are treating him like he's a pedophile. Like, this guy is getting the same treatment like a sex offender would. Just because he woke up one day smelling like doo-doo.
Yeah, but on the other hand, there's got to be something you could do throughout your life so that doesn't happen to you. Like, it didn't just...
It looks like there's, like, stuff you can take for this.
A shower?
Hey,
you fucking piece of shit. Jack, that was jack shit.
Okay,
coming back out.
I love the guys, like, the first one's just giving practical advice, like, break it into chunks, call a doctor, call a dietitian, find ways to manage this. And then there is one guy who is like, first say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. By Epictetus. Epictetus? It's like quoting philosopher about this.
Cool.
About doo-doo.
the
Here,
doo-doo
take this
stench.
moment. Immerse yourself in its particulars. Respond to this person, this challenge, this deed. Quit evasions. Stop giving yourself needless trouble. It is time to really live, to fully inhabit the situation you happen to be in now. By Epictetus.
Someone says biking. You can control where you go. What the fuck are you talking about?
But someone recommends Atomic Habits, which is like how to unfuck your people with 101 IQ.
If I were you, I would go on at least a 7-day water fast. Don't want it to be so extreme, then allow yourself to drink sweetened tea.
For about $50, you can get a sauna at Walmart.
These guys are so cool.
All right, that would be hilarious. This guy, the fucking stink lines coming off him. Goes to a Walmart sauna. He comes out smelling like dried shit.
He's white like a dog shit left on a lawn.
He comes out.
Now I smell like diarrhea and sweat.
Walmart, that is the craziest smelling Walmart. That place is clearing out. They're gonna fumigate it. Oh my god, that is great advice.
User double mask says, "Lol, I'm the 420th upvote," and then tree emojis.
Someone said use deodorant.
Oh.
Someone says, "Hey, go work at a fish market."
And say you just came from Worm. They say. That's crazy. I wish that would suck. That would low key suck, basically.
Oh, this is horrible. Someone said buy everything you need off Amazon.
Aw. That's
cool.
That's upsetting.
Try ice bath. Shut the fuck
up. Yeah, this guy should go in a sensory deprivation chamber for 4 days like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Climb into a big warm bowl of water and make stock out of your skin.
A dashi.
Shut the fuck.
I
love all these. I love all these one upvote comments that are like, someone just said, "I wish I could hug you" or whatever. It's like, buddy, I don't.
No, you don't.
I don't think
the whole
that.
Thing.
I wish I could hug you from a respectful
I suffer
distance.
from a disease that makes me smell like omakase. It's fish and vinegar.
Oh my god. Someone just says, "Stay strong. I know how challenging life can be, and I wish you all the strength you need to deal with it." No, you don't, man. No, you don't know how challenging this is. Yeah, me too, man. Sometimes I get anxious. Shut the fuck up.
I have
No, you
fibromyalgia.
don't have it as bad as this guy. The only people who have it as bad as this guy are like people who grow up in war zones.
Yeah.
Like that.
What if this was as common as sleep apnea? Just 10% of the population smells like fish and diarrhea constantly.
Yeah, it's like a thyroid condition or whatever.
This guy? Oh, this account has been suspended. I wonder why. They smelled him and suspended his account. Ugh. I know you said you smelled like shit, but I didn't I didn't know you meant actual shit.
Yeah, he went on r/how to smell worse. And
He went on r/synesthesia. Oh, that's how you do it, baby.
Most downvoted post of all time on r/synesthesia, and it just says hi. Oh god, he went to doctors a shitload of times. They were just like, I don't know, man. They walk in with a paper clip on their nose. They're like,
Try and bind him.
They have to. I bet it's like they have to like.
You can have all the opiates you want. Just get out of my office.
They're throwing prescription pads at him. Get out!
Walking in like the fucking pyro mask from TF2, and they're like, "You can have whatever you want, just never come back."
Someone says, "Yo, OP, did you ever find a solution to this?"
Jesus Christ! I really think that these guys should get. I think like if there's anyone who should get like a state mandated girlfriend, it should be these guys.
The shit guys.
Yeah, I think
or
like.
Do you mean the stoicism people?
No, the guys who smell like shit. I think they're the only ones who like deserve like government intervention.
Imagine the like Todd Haynes like safe recovery cult for the people who smell like shit. They're just hanging out, smelling terrible all day. It's like a camp, but there's like 50 miles of empty space all around them because of how bad they smell.
They have air conditioning outside.
It's in Vermont, but it looks like the fucking Mojave Desert because they've just wiped out all fauna with their stench.
It looks like a bog that the Wicked Witch lives in.
They're just living fucking Dagobah.
Cook all their food in a big pot, like in a big crock pot.
Do you think there's one guy who like thinks it's like hot that he smells like shit, and every morning he wakes up and just like smells himself and jacks off?
Oh,
the worst person who's ever lived.
Hey man, you want to fix this? No.
He's posting an r/joy. I suffer from a disease that makes me smell like poop, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Oh god, man, this is tough. Like I do feel bad for this guy, but
stoicism probably not the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, like stoicism is like a good thing to have if like I don't know, your problem is like wild mood swings or like anxiety disorders or stuff. Like this isn't in your head, man. You smell like poop. You need to like go to Johns Hopkins and sit in there until they cure you.
That's the best part of this sentence. To clarify, the smell is real and it's not in my head. Like, don't try telling me I'm fucking crazy. I smell like shit.
Like Morgell.
Joni Mitchell.
Like Skyping into Rick Beato's channel. It's like, I can't come in because I smell like shit.
Smelling herself all the time. She has to take 400 pills a day. Imagine this disease is like the Morgellons, where you can make yourself smell like shit just by hearing about it.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is... Yeah, that's tough. Rip to this guy.
Yeah, not
Sorry
great.
Killing my inner loser. I hope you're doing well.
I hope you've killed your inner loser. It's my inner loser that smells like shit. That's the thing. I open my mouth and all you can smell is my little withered inner loser rotting.
Yeah, it sounds like a mindset issue, honestly.
This guy should try doing CrossFit. Have you heard of try doing kettlebell swings? It's a lifesaver.
Dude, this guy ruined.
Oh god! Every time the upswing on every kettlebell swing, everyone in the gym faints, and they get back up.
Oh my god! All right, well, this was most controversial. This is the new lineup for the show, and we'll catch you all next time.
Little duo style. Everyone subscribe to Spencer's show.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Yeah.